You guys aren't going to believe it. I've been on here talking for 15 minutes and I didn't realize I didn't hit the go live button. Oh my gosh. I've been just talking to all of you guys with no, thank God Nora just sent me that message. Is everything okay? I'm doing it on my phone and I rarely do it on my phone because my computer, here's my computer, but my computer, it won't let me in. It won't acknowledge my password. So Jessica was plugging in my computer and messing with it. So I don't know what happened, but now my password won't allow me into my own computer. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But I hope no one took over my computer. But anyhow, yeah, I can't get into my computer. So I've been on here talking to you guys, answering comments, everything. And I've been talking. And then I just noticed when Nora sent that thing to me that I hadn't hit go live. I'm not used to doing it on the phone, so I'm sorry, you guys. Oh my gosh. But that's kind of reflective of how everything has been going this week. We're at a campsite and it does have toilets, but there's no showers, no electric, no any of that. And I tell you, it has been quite an ordeal. But what I wanted to share was what it's like boondocking and traveling in a minivan. And I'm going to do a video on it next week, hopefully, but it has been quite an experience. I did it just one night with me, Jessica, and Cuddles. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. But hey, Turner's on the road. Hello, hello. You don't need to apologize for not staying. I know you have many things going on with your father-in-law being ill. So by all means, I'm just appreciative that you even stopped by to say hello. Hey, Barry, I know Barry's talking about the increase that they're proposing for the Liposa, the long term. That's going to be a crushing blow, to so many RVers who are on a low budget, because that's where they go for the entire winter. And they're not just doubling or quadrupling. I mean, they're raising it by significantly. Let's see, from 180 to 600. 1, 2, 3, 80. That's over 300%. Over 300%. And a lot of people just won't be able to do that. You're right, Barry. I just hope they don't do that. Hi, Liddell here from Texas. Sorry, it looks like your first live coming in. Have you been here before? I don't think so, but welcome. Oh my goodness, where I am, it's 95 degrees, 95 degrees, or maybe even hotter. But there's a little breeze blowing here, just a tiny little breeze. So I'm here. I may not stay long on today, but I just want to say hello to everyone and talk to anyone who is in a minivan and see what you're experiencing. Has it been as difficult as my experience has been? Because mine has been just, whoo, buddy, this is no joke, And I left Cuddles. I didn't bring Cuddles on this trip, so we'll see. We'll see how I'll give you after the trip is over. I will give you my assessment, but it's the hardest thing is not being able to stand up. The space is crowded, but not being able to stand up is really difficult. And I'm finding that what I'm doing is I'm staying out of the van most of the day, staying outside and just coming in to sleep or to get things that I need. Hold on, let me get this for a second. Hold on. So it's quite a different experience. Hey, Graham from Malini, I hope I'm saying that right. Queensland, Australia. Hello, hello. And who else is in the house? Fawn's on a roll. Boomer in the burbs. Oh my goodness, everyone is here. Who else? Oh, Sheila. Hello, Sheila. Jessica's back at camp with the other family that we're traveling with. Yeah, I was here. And the one day I'm on time, I'm talking for like 17 minutes. And then I'm like, I didn't even know I wasn't. If had Nora not texted me, I would still be talking to you guys, and I'd be wondering, why no one's answering. Oh my gosh. What a, oh my goodness. Who else is here today? Hey, Martin, one, hello. Hey, Enoch used to be messing up, so this is nothing new for you, Enoch, my editor extraordinaire who helped me get my channel going. Hey, Enoch. Hey, Chessie's Adventures. Hello. Oh my goodness. Graham said, I just come back from church when I learned how to make holy water. You boil the hell out of it. Graham's at it again. Graham is at it again. Oh my gosh. Hey, generations, 3 generations is in the house. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys probably heard that Lindy came through her surgery well, based on what her son is telling us, and I'm hoping to talk to her soon. She has a what am I trying to say? GoFundMe. Can one of my moderators drop a link for Lindy's GoFundMe? I think if you look under Lindy Moore, you would find it, but I don't know how to drop the link. But she's going to have, oh my gosh, she's going to have probably $20,000 in hospital bills, but I don't think she should pay a dime. And I'll hopefully tell you that in a video. She didn't want me to do that video until she came through the surgery and everything else. She just didn't want repercussions. I'm not going to go into detail, but for me doing a video about the hospital while she was still having to go through surgery. So hopefully I'll be able to do that next week sometime. But yeah, GoFundMe, she did decide with some persuasion to do a GoFundMe, because at this stage to have, 10, 20, maybe even more $1,000 in hospital bills. So if you can't donate anything, please don't feel obligated. I always tell people I don't want anyone doing something that they really can't afford to do. But what you can do is you can go watch each and every one of her videos all the way through, and that won't cost you even a dime. So just wanted to let you know, if you want to support her, that's another way you can support her. Bonds on a Rose says, hey, Graham, do you know how to make a Kleenex dance? Blow a little boogie on it. In it. Okay, I think Vaughn and Graham are having a contest here to see who can have the craziest jokes. Oh my goodness. With you from Fontana. Hey, Cindy. In Fontana. Okay, that's in Southern California. Hey, Adventurous Spirit 66. Hello. How is it going? Oh my goodness. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame what on the sunshine, Graham. The way your jokes are going. Hey, Liddell says, yes, I've been here before a couple of times. Okay. Have you said hello to everyone and got to know everyone? I hope you have. All right. Who else is in the house? Anyone else? Hey, Lisa's in the house from Outdoor Dash Travels. Thank you. Is that, the permit and fees? Yeah, that's the information. Thank you. Lisa dropped the information that you can give your opinion about what you think should happen with this crazy, preposterous raise that they're proposing for LTVAs. I think they're trying to get rid of a lot of people. I think they're trying to have it only people who have more money and are better off financially. Otherwise, they would only raise it maybe $30, $40, even $50. But to raise it $420, and it's only $180 right now, I think it's a move to get rid of anyone who's low income, or as many people as they can. And that's just disgusting, in my opinion. So thank you, Lisa. Everyone write in and let them know what you think. Hey, Violet at Content Boutique. Hello. And Sandy Hunter's in from New Zealand. Is that New Zealand? Oh my god. NZ, I think that's New Zealand. Oh my goodness. Hey, Shirley Dittman says, looks like the sand dunes. No, it's not the sand dunes, but that's actually uh grass and hills behind me. But I'm actually down a little ways down from where we're at. I had to come over here in order to get internet, so I'm near McDonald's so I could get internet. I tested out spots yesterday just to make sure that I would be able to go live, and then I go down live and I can't get on my computer, and then when I go on, I'm talking for 18 minutes to myself. Oh gosh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Lisa, how's it doing? Are you at your job site, Lisa, for the harvest that you're working? Let us know how that's going. Oh, it's going good. Well, good. Yes, last I heard, Lindy came through the surgery well. Her son has her phone, and he said he wasn't going to bring it to her till Sunday because she was going to be in intensive care for a day, maybe 2 days at least. The cardiac intensive care. I mean, she had a quadruple bypass. That's my understanding. So based on that and her age and everything else, she's not coming out of intensive care, really quickly. They're going to make sure everything's going right. But as soon as I talk to her, I will let you know. But I also going to call Jason and talk to him and see exactly tomorrow if he's still planning to bring her phone. She doesn't even have her phone because until she goes into a step down room that she would be able to make calls. Hey, slow carb. I know, isn't it crazy? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go to when I get back to my home base. I'm gonna have to stop at Apple and have them figure out how I can get back into my own computer, or if I've been hacked. I hope not. Yes, Pat, definitely prayers for Lindy. Prayers that she has a speedy recovery and she's back in the saddle really quickly. Hey, Patty says hello from yes. I've done minivan, just me and dogs. Another person would be tough. Oh my gosh, it's very tough. Me and husband travel in 2 vehicles. Oh my goodness. I can understand that. A lot of people do that. But it was me, Jessica, and Cuddles. And Cuddles is usually the most compliant, obedient, just go with the flow, chill dog. But on this trip, on the last trip for that rather, he refused to sleep on the floor. He insisted on sleeping on the bed, and he would hold on like a little raccoon when I tried to pull him off the bed. Finally, I just gave up, and then he not only got on the bed at the end, but then he stretched out and had me sleeping like this. But I'm going to do a video, and I want to show you guys the bed that we made it into like a 2-bedroom, like a cabin thing, but it's, well, not, I mean, as much as you can in a minivan, but I'm going to do a video next week showing you on that. And oh my goodness, whoo, buddy. And also I've been wanting to do this for a while, showing you how to do a meal that you don't have to cook, because on this trip, I certainly don't feel like doing a lot of cooking, although I've been doing a lot of cooking. It was doing meals that are not requiring cooking. I want to show you some simple and cheap. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. If not, now when? I don't know, but I guess now is the time to decide. Violet is saying, oh, hello. Hey, Miss Net. Miss Net's saying hello to everyone. Oh my goodness. Woo. So is there anyone, Adventure Spirits at 66 says, Carol, why are you in a minivan? Well, I decided to try a minivan because of gas. Gas here is still, in many places, $4.89, $5 a gallon. And I decided to try the minivan also because it's easier to be stealth. I still have my Pro Masters, and that's a whole nother story. But it's so much easier to be stealth. I can get in, and if I want to go into a parking garage, say in the daytime, and go somewhere cool, if I'm somewhere out of the heat under the, I couldn't do any of that. And it's, oh, like the place that I'm parked right now, let me show it to you. Here's where I'm parked right here, right now. If I had my ProMaster, it would have been difficult for me to get in there. In the ProMaster, I try to park going straight in, like at the end of a row or somewhere else where I have plenty of room. But with this minivan, it's so easy to park compared to my ProMaster. Also, for stealth parking on the road traveling, I can even park in a neighborhood and I look like I'm just a carpool mom parking. So that's why I did the minivan. As far as you guys will have to excuse me. I'm not used to doing lives on my phone, so I just kicked myself off. Oh my goodness. Oh well, what can I say? It is what it is. Hey, who else is here? I'm missing some comments here, but if I missed you, I'm looking here to see someone. I know I've missed some comments, so if you guys will go back and add your comments, because when I kick myself out and come back in, I'm coming back way past where I was at. So I'm Boomer in the Burbs is saying hello. Yeah, someone who is that was saying start a petition. I Violet saying start a petition. Let me put it like this. Anyone who financially needs to park at LTVAs for $180 for 7 months, if you want something done about this, you've got to do it yourself. The people who are going to be most impacted, those are the people that need to start taking action. This is what I've often found. It's the people that need something the most, not always, and I'm not saying in this case, but often are relying on other people to do the work. When I was trying to get safe parking spaces in Oceanside, I couldn't get anyone who was being harassed and needed parking spaces to go with me to the city council meetings to fight for safe parking. Now, I understand some of them were afraid of, being identified or what have you, but this is a case where this is going to mean people 6 months out of the year, 7 months, are going to not have anywhere to park when it gets really cold, and it's going to completely alter the course of their lives in terms of being able to count on a inexpensive place to park for those months in this winter. So I would say anyone this is going to impact really seriously needs to be the ones organizing this, and I will absolutely participate and get the word out and help. But I think people who are going to be impacted need to take the lead. That's just me. Let me know what you think, or if you think that's not right. Liddell says, yeah, it's very sad. It is. It really is. Let's see who else is. I don't know, Vaughn, if Bob Wells has said any about the price hikes. I know he talked about how they wanted to charge him $100,000 to do the RTR on BLM land, so that's why he started doing it somewhere else. But I don't know. I'll have to reach out and see. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad you caught the live too, Thriving on Enough. Sorry you caught one that I was halfway off for most of it, talking to myself. Oh, you're at the beet harvest. Okay. I thought you were at the beet harvest. Let me, would you like to come up? I don't know how to bring people up on here, but let me see if I can, Lisa. Hold on. Well, there it goes again. Every time I try and do something, I kick myself off. I don't know how to do this thing on the phone. But so I'm missing all these comments. I know I am. I'm sorry, folks. If I miss your comment, come around and add it again. Liddell is saying Lindy is tough lady, but it's such a serious surgery and rehab. Yes. She apparently came through the surgery with flying colors. I did reach out to the hospital, and I told them, I'm not going to go into detail, but I did reach out and I said, you know what? In my opinion, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak on this, but you have, in my opinion, treated a person in a very poor manner. To say that doesn't even describe it. I want to give you an opportunity to make a comment. And I'm not going to go into detail now. Hopefully later, with Lindy's permission, I will say more. But according to her son, his experience and Lindy's experience this time going to that hospital was night and day from her experience a week earlier. They called him every couple of hours, giving him updates. They let him go all the way back with her from the beginning. I mean, it was like she was at a different hospital. So I hope that maybe that call, and I let them know. I said, you know what? And the person you've treated this way is a very popular YouTuber who has a large following. And anyhow, so maybe that made a difference. I hope it did. I always am of the opinion that when people know that they're going to be accountable for their behavior, if they have even an ounce of a brain cell, that they're going to be on their P's and Q's. And they knew that people were watching and that there's, a public out there watching. So hopefully, and people are asking questions. So we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I don't think they should charge her a red cent for any of this. But that's me, and you know me. But everyone's not me. What is my favorite? Boomer in the Burb says, what is my favorite meal on the road? Wow. I'll tell you. There's so many. That's the problem. Can you see me? You see what I look like. Not too many I don't like, but I like simple meals. There's a marinated chicken that I get at a store near my home base. And all I have to do is just really I heat it up a little bit, cut it up into pieces, put it in a skillet, and then just cook it for about 40 minutes. And it's delicious. I add a few of my own little seasonings, and that's it. Then I have rice, and it makes a gravy. So I have rice, and I have rice that I cook with chicken broth to give it some extra flavor. And then I just pour the gravy from the chicken. I put the chicken on the rice with extra and string beans. And it's a cooked meal, but it's very, just chop it and let it cook and just turn it over, frequently. Delicious meal. I also like, I like things that you doctor up other things. That's really the easiest meal to make. I make a bean, and it's a baked beans that I doctor up. I put sausage and ground beef, or you can do ground turkey, and then I add the vinegar, the mustard, the brown sugar, all that to but I start with a good base. I start with what are those beans? Anyhow, those baked beans, a very famous brand. I use those. I start with that, and then I doctor it up and add to it. That's a great meal and easy, very, very simple. Those are a couple of my favorites. As far as a vegan or vegetable, well, it's not totally vegan because I use mayonnaise, but it's a meal that I'm going to show next week. It's just a bean salad that you don't cook. And Jessica loves it. I love it. It's really just open cans, dump, puts a couple of fresh vegetables, mix it up with some mayonnaise and some other stuff, and you're good to go. So those are some of my go-to favorite meals on the road. Does anyone else have favorite meals on the road you want to share? Hey, Vaughn. Hey, how's it going? Shirley says, my husband and I travel and camp in a minivan. We only use it when traveling. We spend the days driving and seeing the parks. It's crowded. We also have a full-size express van for camping locally. So I'm curious, Shirley, why do you use your minivan for traveling and your express van locally? It would seem the express van would have more room for traveling and the minivan would be local. But I'm just wondering what the reasoning is. I'm curious if you would answer that. I'd love to hear what the reason is for that. Is it gas mileage? You get better gas mileage? Yvonne, oh my goodness. Gas is between $2.99 and $3.30 in Arizona. You're so lucky. You just don't know how lucky. Although I did find some gas at a Costco that was $3.89 in California. When I gassed up before leaving home, it was $4.39 at Costco. So Costco has different prices even in California. $3.89 versus $4.39. That's 50 cents difference per gallon. That's significant, I think. But Nora says, I love driving a minivan. I miss having one, but it makes no sense for me to have one. Yeah, you kind of have to have a purpose for having one. Lifestyle Coaching with Donna says, hi everyone. I finally made it back home to Toronto, Ontario. Oh my goodness. Already looking forward to leaving and heading back to Quartzsite. When are you coming to Quartzsite, Donna? I'm going to have a meetup. We had it last time at, was it Beer Belly? Oh, it was so much fun. About 40 people came. They had live music. Coy, and his lovely wife came, and they were the venue let him sit in on a set. We just had a blast. We had a blast. So let me know when you're coming, Donna. Who else? Let's see. Hey, Mimi. Hello. How are you doing? I know. Yay. I'm back. I keep kicking myself off. I want to hit guest. Okay, guys. I may kick myself off again. I wanted to have Lisa come up and tell us a little bit about the beet harvest. And is it as hard as everyone says it is? Mimi's from, what is that? Nanaimo? Okay, where's that, Mimi? And hey, silly sausage. Oh, that's quite a name. Yeah, Lindy, from what I hear, is doing good. But she has a long haul ahead of her. A long haul. So we'll see how that works. Hey, Celia Brooke from York, Pennsylvania. The sky is so clear where you are. I haven't seen the sun in days. Woo! I tell you, I wouldn't mind having a little overcast days for a while, I tell you. Hey, Broen from Australia, wet and windy in Victoria. Now, I don't want wet, but I wouldn't mind a little. Oh, we've had windy, though. Ooh, we've had windy. But I could stand for cool. Hey, Pat, you guys are getting priced out. Yep. I think that's the purpose. I think that's the point. I think they're trying to make it an upscale location, and that is just wrong, because BLM land is public land and it should be for everyone to enjoy, not eliminate people based on income. That's just my 2 cents. But Violet, can you tell us where you are? I'm in Southern California. I will go back tomorrow, and in the description I will tell you where I am. I don't want to say right now because some things have happened that I'd rather not say right now, but not happen on this trip, but in the past. So tomorrow, but I am in Southern California. Southern, heading towards, not quite Central. I'm in Southern California. Yeah. Freddie says, Carol, you have almost, I know. I have almost 100,000 subs. Do you believe that? Me, this little old lady who doesn't know what she's doing. that just amazes me. That's why I tell so many of you, start a YouTube channel. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Trust me. If I can have a YouTube channel be moderately successful, anyone could do it. And probably many of you could be fabulously more successful than me because I have technical skills. Well, you see how many times I've kicked myself off today. So these horse flies are biting, or whatever kind of flies they are. Anyhow, Lifestyle Donna says, oh, saying hello to everyone. Graham says every camping system has its pros and cons. The trick is to find the cons and play them to your advantage. Yeah, but sometimes it's hard to play a financial con to your advantage, Graham, when you're priced out. That's a very difficult one. Adventurous Spirit 66, can you take the comment down because it's kind of getting in the way? If you would, if you're still on here, could you take your comment down? Thank you. If I try and take it down, I'm going to kick us all out, so I don't want to do that. Beverly says, did you ever read the children's book, The Little Red Hen? I did. And the Little Red Hen and the Little Red Engine Who Could, or the Little Engine Who Could, something like that. Patty says, after kids grew up, I kept my minivan in camper van setup. Comes in handy. It does come in handy. I need to rest, potty, heat up some tea. I've been comfortable waiting in line for the DMV. You know what? It does come in handy for that because I have a refrigerator in it. So if I go somewhere and I have to wait somewhere, like you say, I can, like when I was at the emergency room once, I sat in my van and waited, comfortably. In fact, instead of being in the waiting room with everyone who's sick and everything, I sat in my van and they gave me a little beeper. They don't do that now, but they gave me a little beeper. Or you can just keep going back and checking. But it was very convenient, and I don't like using the bathroom at the emergency room at hospitals because I figure everyone going in there sick. And they may be sicker than me. And anyhow, that's just me, maybe my peculiarity. Thank you, Lisa, for dropping that thing to voice your opinions on the plans for the raise for LTVA. You got a flyer in the mail? Oh my, I have it. Maybe I will since I was there. I guess maybe they sent it to people who stayed there last year. Maybe. Hey everyone. Sylvie saying hello, Sylvie. Yeah, we are all rooting for Lindy. I know she's gonna pull through it. We have some plans to do some things when she gets out, so I know that she's gonna be doing it. Carol, don't touch anything else. I know, but I want to bring Lisa up. Oh, you'll be live tomorrow night at 7. Okay, all right. Oh goodness. Who else is in? Ark Rosebud, Texas in the house. Hey, Texas is in the house. You're represented. You're not the only one from Texas. So Texas is being represented, Ark Rosebud. Yeah, it is great news. It is. Sylvie says, I'm working off a hotspot too, recovering from the hurricane. Are you in the hurricane area, Sylvie? Oh my goodness, that it hit as a category 4. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh, how are you doing after? Oh my goodness. I hope you're okay. Anyone in the hurricane zone, I hope you're doing okay. But as far as, can any of my, hey, Life with Lucretia, hello. Can any of my, I didn't see anyone drop, what do you call it? A link for Lindy's, GoFundMe. If any of you can locate that, Lindy has it on her site, on her community page. And I believe if you just also put Lindy Moore, but can one of you look up that and drop the link for Lindy? So anyone who wants to can go over and support her GoFundMe. Who else is over here? Everyone is saying hello. Shirley says, we use the minivan for the better gas mileage. Okay, I thought that might be the case. Yeah, it is. But I'm finding I get better gas mileage, but it's not like 10 or 12 miles more per gallon, but it is better. It is better than my ProMaster, that's for sure. So, but I don't know. I'm trying to decide if the gas mileage is worth the comfort. I don't know. If Cuddles comes with us, I think we're gonna have to do the ProMaster. But if Cuddles doesn't, oh, Nora said Red dropped it. Okay, thank you, Red. Red did drop the link. That must be one of the things I missed when I kicked myself off. Thank you, Nora, for letting me know. Bonds on a Rose says, I love throwing ground beef and broccoli and potatoes with garlic and jalapenos in the skillet. Ooh, that sounds good. Ground beef, broccoli. I'm guessing you season it up with potatoes and garlic. That sounds good. You know what else with ground beef I like, or you can use ground turkey, is I like, and I think I'll do a demonstration of this. I like making the ground beef, and I've been experimenting with this and seasoning it up real well. Then you know those hash browns that come in the little box that you just pour the hot water in? I like doing that, getting those, then pouring that on top of the ground beef, seasoning them up real well, and putting them on top of the ground beef. And now the ground beef, I like to have maybe some canned tomatoes, maybe not, it just depends, but bell peppers, onions, garlic, all that stuff in the ground beef. Put the hash browns, season them well on top, then put a can of your favorite soup, maybe cream of mushroom or something else, but maybe mix it up with some sour cream, to give it a little kick, a little tang, and then put that over there, and then maybe put a little cheddar cheese on top of that, and then bake it in my Omnia oven. Or you could even put it in a skillet and have it low on top of that. Oh, the other thing that I like, this is what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to do a shepherd pie. And this is so simple, just a ground beef, and, you just add your carrots and I'm not putting peas in because all the kids don't like peas, but the carrots, and season it real well, and put thyme. Now, thyme is thyme and a little rosemary, and season that ground beef really good. And then you can put tomato paste, but if you don't have tomato paste, even put ketchup in it. Put some ketchup in it. Worcestershire sauce. You got to have your Worcestershire sauce. Get that all fixed up, and then I do my mashed potatoes. I use the Idaho Instant. They're really good. You just put them in the water, but I put them in like some chicken broth, and then low sodium chicken broth. And then I saw Gordon Ramsay do this. He added Parmesan cheese to his potatoes. So I added the grated Parmesan cheese, spread that over the top, and then just bake that in my Omnia oven. That's what I'm doing for dinner tonight. And you talk about good. Ooh, that's going to be good. So I know they're going to be licking their chops tonight for that. That's one of the things I do like doing. Also, I'm going to be doing that tonight. Shirley says, we use the minivan for the gas mileage when traveling. The express van is older and it has high mileage. Well, that makes sense. You want to take the van that you feel more comfortable, that's most reliable. Good point. Boomer says 272. Oh my goodness. Wow. Regular. Oh, I haven't seen 272 gasoline. I can't even tell you when. Oh my gosh. Freddie says, open Medicare enrollment on October 7th coming up. Ask information on supplement plan G, also called Medigap. 5th year for me. I may be a dumb blonde old lady, but I'm not stupid. Yeah, do pay attention. And here's what I recommend. Just like I had Greg come on maybe a month or so ago, he's an expert on Medicare. I suggest getting with someone who is not trying to sell you something, but is an expert, maybe your insurance agent, someone who really knows Medicare in and out, and they know your issues, your medical history, your medications, and they can guide you and tell you the pros and cons of different ones so that you can make an informed decision. This is not something I would do on my own. You have something like Lindy has right now, like a bypass or something, it could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. I would just get yeah, I would just get some expert advice. And Sheila says, got gas for $2.88. Oh my goodness. I wish. Hey, Teresa Shine, hello, hello. And that's Sheila saying in Millsboro, Delaware. Oh my goodness. Vaughn, over here, it's been going down in the last few months. Well, that's a good thing. Hey, CW Style 3, hello, hello. Lauren LeBar says, I've been going to courtside since I was 18 years old. Geez, that was 50 years flash. Isn't it? Isn't it? Jessica told me, now, you know, Jessica's only she's only a baby, but she told me, she goes, last year flew by. If this year is flying by too. I said, wait, sweetie, till you get in your 70s. It'll seem like you close your eyes and open them and it's another year. Oh my goodness. Oh, Nanimal is on Vancouver Island. Oh, well, I'm planning to go, God willing, and the creek don't rise, to Alaska next summer. So, or the summer 2025. So hopefully I'll be going through on Vancouver Island. I was there once and it's beautiful. So we'll see. We'll see. British Columbia. Yes, British Columbia is beautiful. And Vancouver is really beautiful. One of Sylvie says one of her favorite desserts is Nanaimo bars. Graham says blowing the dog off the chain here in Queensland. I guess that says it means it's windy. Oh, thank you, Nora. Yes, give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up. Well, I'm going to do a video and I'm going to tell you what I think the pros and the cons are. But I'm going to just give you my opinion now before I do my video. I don't know, honestly. I don't know, for an older person not in the best health, if being in a vehicle where you can't stand up is the best thing. I'm just saying, I had a PET scan, not PET scan, I had a CAT scan. I had to have a CAT scan, another CAT scan this week, a couple days ago. And now they said I have some degenerate something in my back. I don't know. We weren't even looking for that. They keep looking at one thing and finding 15 other things. I said I'm like an old car that's going to pot all at once. But I'm finding that sitting in that minivan, because if you try to stand up, you're bending over, and that can't be good. I don't know that it's really the best thing for an older person. I just don't know, you know. But what are you all's opinion? Hey, RB Grandma Charlotte says, on the first Zoom call, the guy said BLM is not for low-cost parking for nomads. It's for recreation. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If it's for recreation, how many people do you know that go camping for 7 months in one spot at one time? That doesn't make sense. If it's for recreation, because the pass is $180 for 7 months. So if it was only for recreation, it would be maybe a 2-week, a 3-week, a 4-week. So that doesn't, I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense. But again, I think they are. Well, that right there says they're trying to kick nomads out. They only want people with money who are there for recreation purposes. Thank you for that information, RV Grandma Charlotte. That's kind of consistent with what I'm feeling too. Marnolin says Nana is a city and ferry port on the east coast of Vancouver Island. Okay, in British Columbia. Boomer in the Burb says, I'm trying to. You have such a kind demeanor, Carol. Love the way you highlight others. You know, I can't tell you how many people have helped me in different phases and stages in my life. So I would just be a real renegade, ingrate, if I didn't do everything I could to help people I come in contact with. I've been blessed too much not to help others. Honestly, that is the truth. Liddell says, Freddie, I have read good things about Plan G. I have Plan F, which is no longer available, but I got to keep it. It's great. Yeah, you probably got grandfathered in, I'm guessing, because if you get a certain plan and they do it away with it, kind of like a phone plan, a lot of times they'll let you still keep the plan if you were in it before they eliminated it. Lisa at Outdoor Travel says, in StreamYard, you will have to take it off at the comment. that's highlighted. I tried that. I did that. I hit the comment that's highlighted, and then it says remove from stage, and that's when I removed myself, and it says exit solo layout and then mute. So I was like, don't think I want to do anything of those. When I said exit, it exited me. So anyhow, Nora says she's on the phone, Lisa. I don't think she knows how she I didn't highlight it. Whoever put it in there highlighted it. That's why I was asking Adventurous Spirit 66 to take it down. But anyhow, Lifestyle Coaching with Donna says, I'll be in courtside in time for the RTR again. Okay, all right. Possibly even if December, if the United States will let me in. I will definitely be at your meetup. Wouldn't miss it. Oh, great. We had such, didn't we have such, it was such a fabulous time last year at the meetup. Oh, I'm looking forward to it again. Grandma Charlotte says Facebook group Courtside Chatter and the BLM group when the in-person and Zoom are okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna definitely be looking more into this and trying to get more information and an update on whether they're actually going to go through with it or not. But they say they're just doing it for comments. But if they're already, I think they've already made up their mind. They're just doing the comments to make it look like they're taking input. I personally think they've already made up their mind and they've decided to do it. But that's just me. Patty says now the ER depends on you having a cell phone. Yep, they do. If staying with patient isn't allowed. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Red. Thank you so much for dropping Lindy's GoFundMe. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, Hanson on the road from Branson, Missouri in the house. All right. Missouri's in the house. Caroline Hannah says, I'm in Texas also. It's a bit warm today. It's more than a bit warm here, I'm telling you. Again, but then anything over 78 is way outside of my comfort zone. Red says, I'm busy, so not able to chat a lot. And Red stealth. Carol can't see me. Okay, all right, Red. Well, I see you now. I do see you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sylvie says, I'm just south of Tampa. Luckily, a safe distance from the water. Thank goodness, because I heard that it's going to even impact people inland. It's so broad, you know. It's such a broad hurricane. Oh my goodness. Boomer in the Burb says, Red, is there a cash app for Lindy? If you go onto Lindy's videos and go into about or more or one of those things on there, she will have information about her cash app. She does have one, but I don't know what it is. If anyone can drop it, that's fine. Otherwise, you can go directly onto one of her videos, and it will have it in the description or in the about or more, one of those sections you can find it. Craig says, yeah, Carol, I'm on board with bathrooms. Have not used public cans in around 40 years. They're gross and disgusting. Although some are very clean, like at the Loves and the Pilots, they're usually pretty clean and their showers are usually pretty good. But some others, ooh. But during COVID, we didn't use a public bathroom for an entire year, and we didn't eat at a restaurant for an entire year. I cooked every meal in my van that we were on the road, and we were on the road quite a bit because Jessica was in school her last year, but she was in school online, and I cooked and we used the bathroom in our van. So we went a whole year with me cooking every single meal. Whoa, that was quite something, I'm telling you. Ram says, my favorite book to read to the little ones is We're Going on a Bear Hunt by Helen Rosenberg. I do it complete with all the crazy noises and the kids love it. I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to look that one. Adele says it's 90 in Texas where I am. Ooh, no thank you. I had thought of, doing my tiny house village in Texas, but I'm like, oh, it's so hot there, and then you've got tornadoes. So I'm going to try and stick with California, but we'll see. Goddess Thread says, hey, all going to Sedona in a couple of weeks. Any suggestions? Oh, I love Sedona. I don't know about I went up when I was going to go into Sedona. I went and camped up in I think it's Cottonwood. There was a campground there. It had wild pigs though. You got to be careful. They have wild pigs that are boars or something. But I camped in Cottonwood, which is not too far from Sedona. I'm not that familiar, but Sedona is lovely. I love Sedona. But if you're going to go there, Sedona, Santa Fe, Albuquerque. But yeah, I love Sedona. Sedona is quite costly though. But yeah, that's why we went up to Cottonwood. I would say go to Jerome too. Visit that little ghost town. It's worth going to if you're going to be in that area. Yeah, Boomer in the Burb says, yeah, Craig, we stay healthier that way, not using public restrooms. Yeah, probably so, possibly so. Hey, Miss Net, I'm sorry, says Boomer in the Burbs. I think it's listed in the details of Lindy's YouTube page. Yeah, it is. It is. I don't know what TTYL, but I think it's talk to you later. I'm guessing. Talk to you later. Okay, thanks, Red. Have a good evening, you too. I know, Art Rosebud. I get the dehydrated shredded potatoes. I get them. They come in a box of like 8 or 16 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I think 12 12 or 16 from Costco. I love those. You can do so many things with those, and in addition to just using them as just regular hash browns, or that you just add bell peppers, onions, and you can add bell pepper, onions, and sausage to those. You got a meal. I love those too. Patty says, Graham, my husband read all the Redwall books to the kids with different voices. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. Oops. I'm highlighting things. Oh well. Pat says, thank you, Carol, for coming to Lindy's defense. She was not treated. No, she was not. She was not. She really wasn't. Hope she gets better attention this time. It sounds like she is. From what her son said, they let him go back. She was with her the whole time. He was with her the whole time. They they called him to tell them how the surgery was going about halfway through. Then they called him, the doctor called him, but she's got the surgeon, he was one of the few people that, from Lindy's description of what happened, he was one of the 2 people who really treated her well and with respect. When she woke up, he was sitting by her bedside holding her hand so he could break the news to her that she was going to have a bypass surgery. So he was one of the few people that, but yeah, oh yeah. I was ready to go to war, but Lindy was no. She was kind of fearful of me doing that. So, and I needed to respect her wishes, Craig says dinner is now fried taters and onions with barbecue from Aldi's, which is the same as Southwest baby. Oh, really? So the Aldi's barbecue is sauce. I'll have to try that, Craig. Thank you, because I love Baby Ray's barbecue, but it can be kind of costly. I know, CW Style, we're having shepherd pie tonight. So I am going to get off of here. Shirley says, I hope the hospital that Lindy is at has a community care fund to assist with the bills. They may. And if they do, this should be the very first person that they are, one of the first people that they help use it. But I have a good feeling that things are going to turn out. They had a major screw up. And like I said, I'm not going to go into details, but I mean, it was huge. But Marta says, haven't made shepherd's pie in years. Mashed potatoes and cheese on top. Yep. Or like Gordon Ramsay did it with the shredded Parmesan mixed into the potatoes. Ooh, I can hardly wait to make it here. Hey, Susie, glad you made it. I'm getting ready to head out, but I'm glad you make it. This is quite a long recipe. All right. Well, guys, I'm going to be heading out. Anyone in here who's the first time in the house, could you put a number 1 so I can acknowledge you? Because I know that I'm going to, degenerative disc disease. That's what they said. And they said I had arthritis in my back. Well, you know what? If I hadn't got the CAT scan, I wouldn't have known. I would have just gone on just thinking I've got just old aches and pains. So that's what I'm going to do. What can I do? Because I certainly will never. I just can't see myself ever having back surgery, because most of the people I know have had it are worse off. Craig says, boomer in the blurbs, agreeing. Hey, Marlon says, I live in a house and they said I have a mild case when I went for shots in my back. Oh, wow. On the right side. Wow. I think if you live long enough, just like I think if men live long enough, almost all of them will get prostate cancer. I think there's certain things, if you live long enough, you will get. Most people, not everyone, but most people. Hey, Diana Boss. Hello, hello. Life of Lucretia says, after 10 back surgery, there's no way I could do a minivan, despite how much I wish that was an option. Yeah, I just think it takes a very, you have to be in a certain physical condition to do minivan. I really think. And people who are in cars, whoo, buddy, oh my gosh, those people are like heroes. They're like warriors, you know, absolute warriors, road warriors, to be able to do that in a car. But some people don't have a choice, you know. Yes, I don't know where Kenneth is. I'm worried about Kenneth. Florida girl says, I'm going to stay in my car for the first time tonight. I'm in the Big Bend area in Florida where the hurricane came in, so I have no power. Is it safe to run my vehicle all night for air conditioning? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. And I don't want to give you, if I did do it, I wouldn't do it without having a carbon monoxide detector. I'm just saying that. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, but I definitely would not do it without a carbon monoxide detector. And I know you're not in this situation, but people who do it in the snow, that's very dangerous because snow can pile up in there. But I would definitely, Florida girl, get a carbon monoxide detector. And you can get them at Home Depot for pretty cheap, you know. I would definitely do that before trying that. Sylvie says, for Medicare, Medicaid, you really need an advocate. Yes, you do. You absolutely do. I agree. I call the local rural health clinic financial department asking for a low income advisor. They hook me up with a broker who fights battles for me. That it was smart on your part, Sylvie. You really, something like this that could be so costly if you make a mistake. It's too important to wing it. Shirley says, I am from Wisconsin. I am also a snowbird. Came to Casa Grande for the winter. Okay. All right. Sylvie says, don't wait until you retire into your retirement health care. For some plans, waiting can cost you a penalty for life. Yeah. If you don't sign up for some things, you get penalized a certain percentage every month. And it can get very costly, and it's the rest of your life. So get at least 3 months before you're eligible for Medicare. Go and speak to someone about it and get some good sound advice. Craig says, yep, Boomer, the bucket system way before Bob Wells. Yeah, the bucket system, hey, it does work. I have a clean waste toilet and I love, love, love it. But I'll show you guys, I'll do a video and show you the 2 toilets that are my favorite. They're so simple. I like simple and things that there's not mechanical things to go wrong. There's got a lot. If I could figure out a way to do a hand crank generator for power on, that would be enough to do my refrigerator, I would. I just like things that, you know, there's not a lot to go wrong with. Life of Lucretia says, I agree to Carol, but comments are a requirement. Okay, yeah. All right, Vaughn's on a roll says, Florida girl, I wouldn't do it personally. Is it too hot out overnight or too windy? It sounds like it's probably too hot where she is. Vaughn's on a roll. But yeah, I can't answer that, and I don't want to give the wrong answer. Teresa Shine says, hi, wow, I've been trying to get my chat bar back up for 20 minutes. Well, I'm glad you got it up, Teresa. You sound like me. Oh my goodness. All right. Sylvie says, I hear Tennessee is having a hard time right now with flooding and landslides. I wonder what's happening in Newport where Randy has incredible tiny homes. I wonder if they're getting any of this. Oh my goodness. Teresa says, Harold, what soup do you use for shepherd's pie? Oh, I forgot. In the shepherd's pie, I also use beef broth. I forgot. Sorry. I use beef broth and I use a couple of tablespoons of flour. Sorry, I don't know how I forgot that. Yeah, I do use that. Some beef broth and a couple, but you can even use chicken broth. You don't have to use beef broth. You can use chicken broth and a couple tablespoons. But you know, with shepherd's pie, I think it's called cottage pie if you use lamb or one or the other. But you don't have to use beef. You can use chicken. Just chop up some chicken. Rotisserie chicken would be fabulous in there, you know, whatever you want. Even do a vegan one or vegetable one with squash and eggplant or whatever. You know, I love taking recipes and experimenting with them. Graham says, once again, people with money making decisions that don't affect them. Yes, yes, but have a huge impact on the poorest population. Isn't that the truth? People who are not affected make decisions that are devastating to people that they make the decisions for. Isn't that the pits? All right, Craig says, Shirley Dittman, I'm also in Wisconsin, not proud, but stuck in Milwaukee or stuck in a time warp. Also live in my van. Wow. Okay. Well, you guys sound like you're from a similar area. Florida girl says, Vaughn's on a roll. It's really hot and not really much breeze. Yeah, that. Can you get some little? Do you have any little portable fans? Because they have some USB fans that you can charge from your car. Do you have any portable fans that you can? Because if you put a couple of portable fans, if they're good power coming out, that can help. I'm not going to say it's going to make it perfect, but it can help. Okay. All right, guys. I have said I'm going to get out of here, but I am. Yeah, Marta one says she wouldn't run it all the time. Lauren says Sedona is my front yard. Oh, you are so lucky. Oh my goodness. All right. Teresa says there's a tiny home village in Balin, south of Albuquerque. Really, there's a couple I want to go visit that are in Texas. There are some really interesting ones in Texas I want to go visit. And I plan to, God willing, to go visit them. So he says, I love my 2003 Sedona minivan. I only wish it had the strength to get to Sedona, Arizona. Okay. Lisa says, please hit the like. Thank you. Thank you. 122, only 99. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. At some of the rest areas over here, we have a long drop or environmentally friendly toilets. You should try them in the middle of summer. Quite the experience. Oh my. I don't know about that, Graham. I don't know. Hey, JK. Everyone needs a friend like Carol. Hey, you know what? If you're my friend and someone comes for you, in my opinion, how I feel about it. If you're my family or my friend and someone comes for you, they're coming for me. That's just my philosophy. What can I say? All right. Craig says, don't ask about the big outline letters. Don't know how it happened. That's fine. That's fine, Craig. Okay. Lucretia says, Florida girl. I'm sorry. I said Lucretia's Lucinda. I'm looking at. Do you know how you look at a word and you just see the first part of it, so you just assume it's something else? Well, Lucretia's always in here, so Lucinda, welcome, Lucinda. I'm sorry if I've been calling you something else. Lucinda's in the house. Welcome, first time Florida girl. Welcome. You know how we do, folks. Globies, give them a good Globie welcome. Thank you, Liddell. You too. Mark Anthony Jenkins, first time in the house. Welcome, Mark Anthony. Good to have you. All right, everyone here. Donna, I'm gonna probably murder your last name. Kai Kindle, either Kai Kindle or Kai Kindle, but welcome, whichever way it is, welcome. All right, take care, everyone. Anyone, if you're a content creator, could you please, Life of Lucretia is in the house. Okay, so there's Life of Lucretia and Lucinda, both here. All right. Could you put a big C if you're a content creator? Yeah, Minivan Lee does do minivan living very well. She does. You're right. She does it very well. And she has her van set up, but she doesn't have a big kitchen. See, I like a kitchen because I like a lot of cooking. And I have a daughter who wants home cooked meals. So I like a big kitchen. I like a regular toilet that stays set up. So I like a lot of things, and I like a solid bed. She has hers set up very differently, so she has a lot of room in hers to move around in. But it works for her. It does work very well for her. And some people can do it. I just don't know that it would be very good for someone who wasn't in the best of health. That's just my opinion. But you know, everyone certainly is entitled to their opinion. And some people defy that by doing it well. Like you're right, Life of Lucretia. Minivan Lee does do it very well. And has been doing it, I think, for 7 years or so. Ram says, why, oh boy, why did the eggs go into hiding? They heard it was Friday. Okay, I'm not getting that. The eggs go into hiding Friday. Okay. I'm sorry, Graham. That one went over my head. What can I say? Yeah, Donna, I think Lindy is coming through. She came through the surgery well, according to her son, and I believe she's recovering. Me, Jane Enterprise says, just popping it now. Curious if you're the Carol visiting Lindy. Yes. I haven't heard anything today, but I'm going to be calling her son tomorrow on Sunday, because that's when he said he was planning on bringing her the phone, because the plan was for her to be in cardiac intensive care for at least a couple of days. So by tomorrow, she should be out, should have a phone. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Nora. Her son does have video on her channel. So go over to Lindy's channel and you can see the updates from her son. All right, thank you, Shirley, for the thumbs up. Yes, Sylvie, the best thing for Florida Girl, a USB fan and a bag of ice. It will cool you down and save gas. Also, they have those little fans that you can put some cold water in and then spray yourself. What I do is, like, I went to McDonald's. I got the cheapest thing they had, which was $1.49. Then I got a big thing of ice from them. Now, of course, you know, if I was at my Panera, I'd be getting ice from there all day, but there's not one around. Oh, yes, I love shepherd pie too, me, Jane. All right. There's Nora's link to her Etsy account at Artworks by Nora K at Etsy. She has beautiful artwork. Go over and check it out. Holidays are coming up, birthdays, gifts, beautiful artwork. Miss Me Jane says, just saw a pinned comment. I'll watch from beginning. Okay. Tilly G. Hello, Tilly G. Anyone else want to Graham, the bride must not be around, Graham. The bride must not be around because you're in rare form today. Mark Rosebud says, there is an ex-longtime employee from Social Security that has a channel and gives free advice daily. Yes, there is someone. I don't remember his name, but there is someone, and I will try and find that between now and maybe during the time that open enrollment is, and add that. And he lets you send in questions also. Spray yourself with ice water and fan blowing. Yeah, there's those things that you can spray and it has a fan. They're a little thing. In fact, I have one that you can use. And Lindy swears by those Arctic Cool, the little ones. And I find them at thrift stores all the time. But the little ones, you put ice water in there and then it sprays. But you do have to have ventilation. You need to be, but I don't think they would work in Florida because it's not for humid. Never mind. It's not for humid climates. It's for dry climates like Arizona. Okay, guys, I'm getting ready to head out. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else on here. Lifestyle Coaching with Donna Flynn, I know, has a channel. Content Creator Violet and Content Boutique has a channel. Go over and check these folks out. Outdoor Dash Travels has Content Creator. She's having a live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Is it 7 p.m. Pacific time, Lisa? But go over her channel and check it out. She's having a live tomorrow, and I'm sure she'll be sharing information about the beet harvest. So if you want to know more about the beet harvest, you can make up to $5,000 in just a month doing that. But go over there, she'll share information, and it could be very useful for some people. Lifestyle with Coaching is telling Violet she loves her channel name. Craig says, tell Lindy I hope everything works out for her. I will, Craig. Thank you. All right, all right. Thank you for dropping and my moderators, would you just drop all of your Clara on the road? I get it. Friday. Oh, okay, okay, Clara. All right. Thank you, Clara. You could say the same thing for chickens because it's Friday. Didn't think of that, Graham, did you? I bet you didn't think of that. All right. Boomer in the Burb says content creator, new and trying. We love new YouTubers. All right. That's Violet's channel. Thank you. All my moderators, drop your links, please. And Brohan says Friday. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Australian humor. Okay. Me Jane says you're the best, Carol. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Boomer in the Burb says, okay, we'll check you out outdoor. All right. Craig says Medicare and insurance stuff as well. Hospitals are a crook. I have to wonder sometimes, you know, when you go to a hospital emergency room and they charge you $15 for an aspirin, you just got to wonder, you know, you just have to wonder. I got it, Freddie. All right. I am getting out of here. I know Eau Claire on the road is a content creator. Hey, Adele says hello and goodbye. All right. I am heading out here. I'm making like a shepherd and getting the flock out. Gotta go. All right. Love each and every one of you. I will see you. I didn't do any videos this week. Just a lot going on between the CAT scans and this test and that test and you name it. But I will be back hopefully in rare form, or maybe not rare, but better form next week. But love you and hope you have a fabulous week, a great weekend. And I will see you next week. Check in. Hopefully I'll be able to get permission from Lindy to do an update. And if not, if she doesn't feel comfortable, then I won't do it. But I am going to do a budget. Kat agreed to let me do a budget on how much it really should cost or can cost to be a nomad. So lots of stuff hopefully coming up next week. I will see you guys later. May your journeys be filled with joy and blessings. Till next time. Bye-bye. Oops, uh-oh.